welcome to Transfer Weekly, presented by Virgin Media. Let's blast through some of today's hottest transfer rumours. First and foremost, everyone's going mad at Arsenal. Literally every centre forward in the world being linked at the moment. Loic Remy, Danny Welbeck, Falcao, Alessio Cerci, all potential Giroud cover. We've got Daily Blind being linked to Man United for £18 million. Southampton prepping bids for Toby Alderweireld and Jordi Clasie from Feyenoord. Fernando Torres' wages potentially holding up a move to AC Milan. Chelsea in talks with Matteo Destro, and Man United preparing an audacious £20 million bid for Liverpool's Joe Allen. We have, of course, Ray Parler in the studio, and Andy Brassel, and we're joined by footy writer as well. Because you're our transfer expert, Mr. Writer.
Yes.
Let's start with Arsenal and the centre forward links. Any of that stand out to you?
I like Falcao. I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans like Falcao. The move makes sense. It won't materialise. It makes sense for everyone. In terms of which move has the best chance of happening, it has to be Remy, because get him for a decent price, lives in London, happy to go across, wants a team in the Champions League. So that all adds up. That all makes sense.
Okay. I mean, would you be happy with someone like that?
Well, Welbeck's been mentioned as well, but Vermaelen, he looked like he was going to Manchester United. Whether Manchester United say, well, they didn't give us Vermaelen, so we're not going to give him Welbeck. We'll have to wait and see. But Remy, look, I don't think is the answer. But at the moment, they're desperate. They need strikers to come into the club. With Giroud being out, Falcao, as you rightly say, is that player with a wow factor, and the Arsenal fans will definitely be excited about it if you could get him. But he's more likely to go to Arsenal Remy, yeah. Okay, and just quickly on that, Andy, obviously he failed the medical with Liverpool.
Perhaps, but it's just so subjective, the question of medicals and Premier League clubs, because it's not like NBA where there's a standard 2-day medical where you have to tick certain boxes. It's all about whether the club decides whether it's a risk worth taking.
And he passed one at Newcastle.
Although,
in fairness, Newcastle's policy is, are you fit? Yes. Brilliant, come inside.
But then again, of course, Maiga failed one at Newcastle and passed one at West Ham, and aren't they pleased with that? But I think you have to look at Remy and say he's played an entire Premier League season, he's scored goals, and he's really good in the air as well. And I think he's just got the ideal profile to cover for Giroud. Like Cerci doesn't make any sense. He's not a similar sort of player. Yeah, okay.
Fernando Torres' wages holding up a Milan move. You were saying that he's on a pretty hefty wage at Chelsea at the moment.
In excess of 150,000, around 180 they reckon. And AC Milan want to pay 86,000 for him.
Which is still a ridiculous amount
Which
of money.
leaves Chelsea with 5 million to spend. They have to give Milan 5 million to pay his wages, basically. Now, is that a risk worth taking? For Torres, certainly, because he needs to reinvent himself and he's not going to do it at Chelsea anymore. For Milan, 86 grand in Serie A, it's still big money. And 100 grand Chelsea have to subsidise. It's a lot.
It's a little bit like Adebayor, isn't it? When he went to Spurs, Man City were, paying
Madrid
a lot of his
well,
wages.
Yeah.
But with the only problem you got with Chelsea is they've got no backup. If Diego Costa does get injured, Drogba, that's really the only striker they've got if they let Torres go.
Yeah.
Demba Ba's moved on.
Yeah.
So I think Jose Mourinho will keep Torres and suffer the wages, and maybe if he does get an injury, he can come back into the side.
I actually thought the Serie A would be a perfect move for Torres 2 years ago, you know what I mean? Because you don't need pace to be a great forward in Italy, do you? Okay, last but not least, an audacious bid from Manchester United, reportedly £20 million for Joe Allen. Surely nonsense.
Yeah, it has to be 20 million. I mean, Joe Allen's a good player when he's playing, but Manchester United for 20 million, United fans won't have that. It's
apoplectic, I believe the word would be. Their fan base if they signed him for £20 million.
Yeah, and obviously Liverpool to Man United as well, it's questionable, so I can't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joe Allen's grown as a Liverpool player, and he does seem to be finding his feet finally on Merseyside, but let's hypothetically £20 million Liverpool, would they be tempted, do you think?
I'm not convinced they would. I mean, it's clearly...
He is also Brendan's love child.
that's right, there is that. I think it's an area they need to strengthen in, so you can understand why the rumours come up. But really, United need proper cast iron world class at this point. Yeah, and that's what they need, and I'm afraid Alan just won't do it.
No, good enough for Liverpool, no thanks. Okay, we're going to wrap that up there. For the latest transfer news and rumours, stay tuned at FootyWriter on Twitter and at Ball Street, of course. And later this week, we've also got the Arsene Wenger trolley dash. Yes, it's as fascinating as it sounds to do. Go and check that video out as well.
When you get to the till.
So you know what? Let's get them both in. Why not? It's a big basket.
Kadira, Carvalho.
Oh, wow, let's get them both in. I'm sure Arsenal
I think
fans will be happy to hear that.
I think we need 2 strikers more than